Alright guys, I think I solved the new meta for Counter-Strike CT side, especially Inferno. I've been watching, I always just watch demos, but I've been noticing this. Let me turn my volume just so that's not too loud. I've been noticing this in so many demos, dude. This is literally the meta, man. I'm telling you guys. Alright? So, let's talk about Inferno real quickly, CT side. What usually happens is, right, if you only have 2 people B and 3 people A, both sides are pretty weak. You kind of want to have 4 people A or 3 people B if you want to win the round. And usually what happens is if you have 2 people B and 3 people A and the T's decide to hit, if they take A, and even if it's like a 2v3 in the end, you have the 2 people left on B site, chances are they're just going to save. The retake is really not that winnable. Yeah, the retake situations in Inferno are really hard. The rotates are so far in between each other. Like if I wanted to rotate from B to A and I was an anchor, you have to run all the way through CT, and I'm no clipping right now, all the way through art library just to get to site. It's so long, and to deal with these rotates, dude, this is the meta, man, and this might not only be for Inferno. Like you can start doing this on other maps, and there's a couple conditions that need to be had for someone to pull this off. So this is what I would call a preemptive rotate from an anchor. So the standard way you see people play CT side is that you have an anchor, and this guy does not leave unless like a couple conditions are met. So the anchor will stay on site and he's going to hold us down unless the bomb is spotted and there's like 10 seconds in the round. All 5 T's are spotted and they're going A for sure. The bomb is down in a situation where you can defend it from the T's. Like let's say that a guy decides to push porch stupidly and the bomb drops wagon. The anchor does not need to be on B site no more. He can come A and help defend the bomb. Or the bomb is down and he's got to win the round. So there's only a couple conditions that really let the anchor on B site know that okay, it's time to rotate. And the downside to this is that sometimes the T's are gonna hit A site, and like if these conditions aren't met, he might not stay, but like they're still gonna hit it, and there's still like that chance that they might fake, so he's forced to stay, and he can't rotate and help defend A site. But what I've seen a lot of teams do to deal with this and have a quicker rotate, for the anchor. This is all about the anchor. The rotator can always just rotate whenever, right? The anchor. This is what I call a preemptive smoke rotate. So usually when you're anchoring, you want to leave the guy to anchor is the guy with the smoke so he can delay it a little bit longer, right? So maybe let's say you take banana control, right? This guy's just here jump spotting. If he sees someone, he's going to drop a smoke here and delay, or he's going to come back here and drop a smoke and delay, right? That smoke is going to buy him 17 seconds. And what usually happens is if this anchor drops a smoke, he's going to sit here and hold it, right? Well, what T in their right mind is ever going to fucking push the smoke? It never happens. T's never push the smoke. They only push in like silver games. Anything higher than that, dude, no one is pushing the smoke. They know it's a for sure death. So what teams have done to maximize their rotates, to maximize the efficiency of their CT sides, I've seen this happen in like 2 separate demos. This guy will drop the smoke, and he will preemptively rotate. So smokes last for 17 seconds. He will walk his way down to CT over here. He's counting in his head. The smoke's going to fade in 17 seconds. He's going to walk here for 8 seconds. If nothing happens on A, he walks back. And by the time he gets back there, the smoke will still be up, and he'll have time to get back into position, right? So what is the benefit of doing this? If, for whatever reason, that while the smoke is down, and he is preemptively rotating, and the T's decide to hit A site, he saved himself time from running from here to here. And he can go and rotate from, instead of running all the way from, like, let's say site, if he's already walked up here preemptively rotating, and the hit comes in A, now he can rotate and run to A. And he's going to save himself about 5 seconds, and actually might make it in time to defend from the actual execution, and not be there for the retake, right? If he can get there in time for the execution, like, there's no way they're winning that round. They have to deal with 5 CTs on A site. There's no way they're winning that. And what I've seen also too is like it doesn't only have to be from this position. It can be down from, like, let's say they have banana, right? You're sitting here spotting banana, and I don't know, like there's a lot of things that can go into you thinking that they might hit A soon, and you smoke it off. You can go ahead and run. No one is gonna push the smoke. No one is gonna walk through the smoke. And if they decided to push it, they are going to use flashes. I can guarantee they're going to use flashes or some type of util, and you're going to hear that if you're doing the preemptive rotate. You're like, oh shit, they're flashing. Okay, time to go back. The whole point of this is to walk over here and save time if you can, and if you have to go back, then go back, right? And the two limitations that are going to cost you to go back and go back to holding the smoke is, one, if you hear them retaking that map control with utility, or two, if the smoke fades. So smoke's at 17 seconds. So yeah, I've literally seen this happen. They jump spot, boom, they smoke out bomb banana, and they just leave. They just fucking leave. They run all the way here to CT. He's counting in his head. He's like, all right, I got 12 seconds. That smoke fades. He's just sitting here just jiggling. And he's like, all right, nothing happening. I'm going back. And he'll run all the way back. Because no one's going to push that smoke. So why sit there if the hit might come in on A? You're just making it longer for yourself to rotate. This is maximizing efficiency on your rotates. And oh my gosh, dude. It's literally the next meta, dude. I'm telling you. But like I said, though, there's conditions to this, right? So this only works if you have a site that can be held down from one choke point. And it has to be one choke point. So B on Inferno is a prime example of this, right? If you can hold banana, you have all of B. You don't have to worry about some apps or some porch or some arch. Like, let's look at A site, right? You can't do this on A site. Let's say you're thinking like, oh, what about mid? Okay, you smoke off mid, right? Preemptively rotate towards A. Even the anchor's not gonna do this, first of all, but they can come out boiler, right? They can come out apps. Like there's two other positions they can come out from. Banana, no one is pushing the smoke because that's the one position that they would push. And like on top of that too, it's just standard for someone to hold this. So like if someone pushes their smoke, they are going to die. So since the T's think they're going to die, you cannot hold it. Like you can just leave. You can just leave if you want because they assume they're going to die. And that's how you maximize the rotates. Hopefully I'm explaining this well enough. I'm trying to think if there's another site on a map that you can lock down, which is maybe B site and Mirage, but then again you have Cat you have to worry about. I guess you could do some preemptive type of rotating if you have mid control already on Mirage, since you only have to worry about apps. But I've seen this happen on Inferno so far. I'm sure there's another site that this would work on, but yeah, hopefully I explained this well enough. And yeah, hopefully you guys can use this on your teams. And I'm ahead of the curve, man. This is the meta, bro. Let me know what you think about it.